The Tynecastle faithful welcome new signings Neil Poynton and Steve Fulton as the men from the capital look to recover from a disastrous run of results. And they almost opened the scoring early on. Alan Lawrence unlucky with this effort coming up now. Well saved by Thompson. So Hearts were in the mood. It was going to be a busy afternoon for Thompson, and he could do nothing to stop the home side taking the lead moments later. John Miller, the man who scored. And 2 minutes after that, the home support was on its feet again. Poynton's deep cross, Cahoon's knockdown, and Lawrence diving header. Hearts 2 up. Now that is something to celebrate at Tynecastle these days. Rovers rarely threatened in the first hour, so it was something of a surprise when they actually scored. Ali Graham giving the visitors something to shout about at last. But any hopes of a comeback were dashed 3 minutes later. Robertson off and running. He beat the offside trap. He rounded Thompson, and from a difficult angle, he made it 3-1. That is a great finish though. Rovers' minds were clearly on Europe and Bayern Munich. At least Scott Thompson was showing some sort of form. He denied Hearts twice there. But he couldn't hold out much longer. There aren't too many keepers in the game right now who could have stopped this drive from Lawrence. A great strike. Hearts really motoring. The points were secure and all Rovers could do was limit the damage and restore some pride. Poor Hearts defending, allowing substitute Steve Crawford to make the scoreline more respectable. In the dying minutes, Hearts almost rubbed salt into the wound. The thickness of the post, all that stood between them and a fifth goal. It remained 4-2, Hearts comfortable winners in the end, and Jimmy Nicholl with a lot to think about before Tuesday.
Hearts fielding their new signings, Hans Eskilsson and the former Serie A star Pascal Bruno. And the home side went one up in just 10 minutes. A goal they desperately needed after recent poor performances. The Jags were buoyed by their win last weekend, but they found themselves down after this crazy moment. The back flick from Robertson, the own goal from Derek McWilliams. The luckless McWilliams putting the ball past his own goalkeeper. And it was almost 2. Watch out for some stylish play here by little nipper Alan Lawrence. Good stop by Nicky Walker. Thistle did have a chance in the first half, and it came from Andy Gibson. Shrugs off the challenge, inches past the post. And the Maryhill men could have made it 1-1 early in the second half. Long ball into the box, again Gibson in the challenge. Good stop though from Rousset. Brave goalkeeping. Hearts then began to take a grip as the half proceeded, and they were looking for goal number 2. And John Robertson began to get in the mood. Finds space in the box and tries to curl one past Nicky Walker. Robertson again involved in this move. Shrugging off the defender, fires the ball in, but eventually it's cleared by Steve Welsh. Then the second goal came. The short corner kick, the ball lobbed in, and the head of John Miller getting above the defence, and Nicky Walker to make it 2-0 for Hearts. The points were wrapped up shortly afterwards, and little John Robertson was involved in the edge of the box. He got the deflection, it fell for Eskilsson, and the new boy scores in his debut. That's how it finished, the points staying at Tynecastle. Hearts' form is now showing signs of improvement, and they started well here. Alan Johnson, but a good save by Lekovic. The Tynecastle side have been carrying a greater goal threat since the introduction of the Foreign Legion, and the big Swede Hans Eskilsson scoring in his debut last week and also getting off to a great start here. Kilmarnock then started to come into the game. A well-timed pass from Colin McKee through to Paul Wright. 1-on-1 with Rousset, the Frenchman narrowing the angle. Hearts back on the attack, and the New Look side adopting the continental passing game. Through for John Robertson, Lekovic, the equal to the shot. While Hearts played the short passing game, Kilmarnock preferred the direct route to goal. The first real chance after the break falling to Paul Wright. Once again, Rusey the hero. Hearts continued to try to play attractive football, and eventually it paid off. A good three-man move, started and finished by Gary Locke. The skipper's through. He did well, that's his first goal for Hearts. A moment he'll cherish. If you thought that move was good, the build-up to Hearts' second goal was straight out of Serie A. A great move down the left, releasing Stevie Baggio Fulton. His perfect cross finding Eskilsson. The shot turned into the net by John Robertson. Who else? A typical finish by the top Tynecastle striker. All credit to Kilmarnock though, they refused to throw in the towel. The Hearts defence failing to clear. Again, Rusey saving, this time from Mitchell. But the danger wasn't totally over. Some slackness in the midfield. New boy Paul Smith and Stevie Fulton getting into a fankle, leaving the ball for each other and allowing John Henry to nip in and create Kilmarnock's only goal. Robert Connor found good space. The ex-Aberdeen man found Colin McKee, and the former Manchester United reserve beating Rusey to give Kilmarnock a consolation.